Tonight, the White House continues to insist that a Salvadorian immigrant who is living in Maryland is not coming back to the U.S.
That's despite a Supreme Court order that the government must facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was mistakenly deported to a prison in El Salvador. NBC's Melanie Zanona has the latest from Washington.
Tonight, the Trump administration resolute that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is not coming back to the United States, despite a Supreme Court order to facilitate his return from a notorious El Salvador prison. The White House posting this taunt on social media, directed at Senator Chris Van Hollen, who met with Abrego Garcia Thursday night and posted this picture of the meeting.
It's also important that people understand this case is not just about one man. It's about protecting the constitutional rights of everybody who resides in the United States of America.
Yes! On Truth Social, President Trump said the senator, quote, looked like a fool, insisting Friday voters approve of his immigration actions, which are facing several challenges in court.
We're getting him out, and that's why I was elected. A judge wasn't elected to do that. I was elected to do that.
The White House claims Abrego Garcia was a member of the violent MS-13 gang, citing police reports. His family denies that. Abrego Garcia has no criminal convictions in the U.S. or El Salvador. His wife, overjoyed to see new images of him.
The most important thing for me, my children, his mom, his brother, his sibling, was to see him alive, and we saw him alive.
A federal court Thursday ordered the White House to, quote, take all steps to facilitate Abrego Garcia's return, further stating that the government's unwillingness to bring Abrego Garcia back should be shocking, not only to judges, but to the intuitive sense of liberty that Americans far removed from courthouses still hold dear.
This is not about him per se. It is about adhering to our processes, and due process is embedded in the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
The Trump administration maintains the matter is out of their hands.
I think we removed the bad guy from this country who was down at home in the custody of his country.
El Salvador's president writing, he's getting the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody.
And in that court ruling against the Trump administration yesterday, Judge Harvey Wilkinson wrote that regardless of whether or not Abrego Garcia is a gang member, he is still entitled to due process. Melanie Zanona, NBC News, Washington.